Hi there, folks, and welcome to today's lesson, which is how to develop your web marketing strategy. Now, the resource we're going to use today is the Web Strategy Planning Template. You may well already have a copy of this. If so, that's great. If you don't, you can download it from my website, or if you're watching this on LinkedIn, just leave a comment saying PDF, and I will send you a copy. No opt-in required. Okay, so there's two sides to this. Today we're covering the front side, which is the 20,000 foot helicopter view of all the different building blocks for your digital marketing strategy. On the flip side, which we will cover in another lesson, is the area where we actually document what types of content we'll publish and who our ideal clients are and all of that. So if this is your first time with this web strategy planning template, it is actually a document now in its 10th anniversary year, and we co-created it with David Meerman Scott, who is the author of the book The New Rules of Marketing and PR. Now, he's actually included this in every version of his book, from I think the 3rd edition to the current edition, so hundreds of thousands of people have seen it through his books, plus there's tens of thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of people that have downloaded it through our website, through David's website, and everything else. So let me actually talk you through what we need to consider for our high-level 20,000 foot view of your marketing. Okay, so let me take you through this. In the middle of your web universe sits your website. And it's actually on this website that we can allow the commercial outcomes to take place. So what I'm talking about here is for B2B websites or for business websites, we typically want to get people to a commercial outcome where they are doing business with us. So that's the end goal. Now, there are a few stepping stones required to get to that point. Before people are willing to engage us or buy from us, they typically need to make an inquiry. And preceding that, they really need a way to actually be connected with us so that they can get to know, like, and trust us. And to earn that opportunity to actually connect with people, what we need to do is have something which they can download, typically for free, so that we can then have that connection with them. All right, so the purpose of this as we ascend people towards, or the right people towards, a commercial outcome is what's happening is that we are building trust throughout this process on the right. Okay, so that is the journey that we want to take people on once they discover us or discover our website. All right, so again, this is a high-level 20,000 foot view. So that's great once people find our website, but of course it begs the question, how do people find us? Because there are millions, maybe even billions, who knows, of websites or web pages on the internet. How will people discover us? Okay, so there's 3 main ways that people can find us online. The first is through Google. Now, without getting too technical, there's 2 main facets to Google: the organic search engine optimization, or SEO, and the paid search engine marketing, Google Ads. All right, so there are 2 main ways that people can find your website. Now, the other way people can find your website is through backlinks. backlinks, and PR. Okay, so every time that a website outside of your own website, like an external website, every time they mention you or link to you, that is a new way that people can discover you. And as you develop more and more of these, there are more pathways into discovering you and your business. So there's all sorts of different types of backlinks here, but we're talking about things like on blogs, on news websites. It might be through guest appearances on or guest blogs, or being on a podcast. So these are all different examples of ways that people can discover you and get to your website. And the third main way is through the sort of circus that we call social media and content marketing. Now, to be fair, content kind of covers the whole gamut here, but the reason I put it down here is because it's so closely tied with what we publish on social media. Right, so this includes things like LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, maybe Pinterest. I include apps in here, your own podcast, your own webinars, your own email marketing, YouTube, etc., etc. All right, and so what we find here is that you don't need to be on all of them. I'm just giving you a list of the main ones here. My advice to my coaching clients is to pick one or two of these to start off with and really focus your energy there, because you don't want to spread yourself too thin. Okay, so this is the content, social media and content marketing. All of these different platforms are pathways that people can follow to discover your website. And what it is that typically connects these two, the social media and your website, is your blog. Okay, so it's nearly always where you're publishing some type of content, and then it can be reformatted or repurposed to share on LinkedIn or Facebook or Instagram or Twitter or what have you. Okay, so basically that is how it works. These three parts around the outside, Google, and when I say Google, I mean search engines, but Google is the main one. People can find you through Google. People can find you through backlinks and PR. And in fact, the hidden secret, the hidden benefit of getting backlinks and PR, the hidden benefit is that every time that you get a backlink to your site, every time that somebody mentions you, it is a vote of confidence in Google's eyes, which actually helps enhance or increase your Google search results up here. Okay, so that is the hidden benefit of backlinks. And then, as I said, the third way that people can discover you is through social media. And then, of course, they can enter into your ecosystem, download something, get connected with you, get to know, like, and trust you, inquire, and purchase. And so, folks, that is the high-level map. And the prettier version of that is on the actual web strategy planning template here, which is all yours to download. Now, what I actually recommend on this document as you fill it out, I just want you to do ticks and crosses for the things that you either have or that you're going to implement. So you don't need to have them all. However, there are some very important ones. These ones here, having a pathway or a journey where people can enter your ecosystem and get to know, like, and trust you, that's very important. I recommend that you have all of those. Now, for example, organic search is a nice thing to have. It does take some time. It can be very competitive. It probably won't get you results in the next 30 days. Therefore, you might also be wanting to focus your energy on LinkedIn, but you may decide LinkedIn is where you want to focus, or Facebook, So you might just say no to some of these other things for now. Okay, so you don't need to be on everything. The ones that I encourage my coaching clients to be on primarily is LinkedIn first, and then as you build an email list, introduce email marketing. And in an ideal world, you would be publishing content to LinkedIn, to your blog, and to your email list. All the same content distributed out to those different platforms. Same deal on the left-hand side here for the backlinks and PR. Building links and PR may not be the primary focus straight away, and that's okay. You can have red crosses for all of those if you wish. But what I do probably recommend is thinking about, well, if I am going to do any of these, maybe it's writing a blog for somebody else's website. And that's the first piece of the puzzle, but don't get overwhelmed and spread yourself too thin by trying to do all of them. Okay, so folks, I like to print this out. You're more than welcome to do that, or you can just do it on an iPad. Either way is totally fine. So now you should have your high-level web marketing strategy. And next time, I'm going to take you through the flip side of this, where you document all of the bits and pieces for the actual content you're going to publish, the ideal buyer, how you're remarkable, why people are going to buy from you, and all of that. So go ahead and fill out the front side of it, and I will see you on my next video. See you soon.